Cars is a 2006 Pixar movie that stars anthropomorphic cars that are in the place of humans in the world. The movie spawned 2 sequel movies, 1 sequel series, a spin-off movie, a sequel to the spin-off movie, and a series of short films that were then split into 2 sub-series. And with all living things being cars or anything automobile, there are a few things from the human world that don't make sense in the Cars world. Or they're just odd. Starting in the original Cars movie. In Cars, there's a minivan on the interstate. His name is Leroy Traffic, but he has a mattress on top of him. Why would he need that? As on that same interstate, we see a bunch of semi-trucks at a truck stop, sleeping on the concrete. And Lightning McQueen, later in the movie, just sleeps on the floor in the Cozy Cone Motel. So why does Leroy need a mattress? Nobody else seems to need one to sleep. And even if he needed a mattress to sleep on, it's way too small for him. Also in the first movie, there's a van. That's literally his name. He's the car that gets lost in Radiator Springs, but is too stubborn to ask for directions to get back to the interstate. And he is a luggage carrier. Why does he need that? What luggage does he have? Because they don't wear any clothes, so the only thing that he would really need is tires. You can only fit probably 1 tire in there, but he probably has space for a spare somewhere else. Anyways, moving on. In Cars 2, in the opening scene, there are guns. Because of course there is. What car movie for kids doesn't deal with spy espionage and has guns and death in it? But they're all cars. So why would they use the guns? Because guns are meant to pierce flesh, not metal. In that same scene, one of the lemons does use a blowtorch, which does make sense, because then you'd be able to melt the metal. But guns and bullets don't. Unless the cars aren't metal and there's some weird race of creatures that just look like cars. Also, in Cars 2, you can see the Pope. Pope Pinion IV, who appears in the Pope-mobile. So that means that Catholicism exists in the Cars universe, and that means Jesus existed. My guess is Jesus Chrysler. And finally, this garage. This garage is from the short Heavy Metal Mater, and there are a few things that are an issue. First of all, why are there a washer and dryer? What do the cars need the washer and dryer for? We went over this. They don't wear clothes. Why would you need a washer and dryer? Also, there's a bulletin board in the back. Who put those push pins in? And how did they do it? It could have been a forklift, as they are seen in the Cars universe to be more able to use things. Like, look at this guy. He's playing a guitar, and this guy's playing a bass. But push pins are really small, so I don't believe that they did it. And also, let's zoom out and look at the full house here. There's a side area to the house that is not part of the garage. How do they get into that side of the house? There's no door in the garage. How would they do it? There is a rug on the side of the house, but only a forklift would be able to fit in there. And why would they drive over a rug? And those are a few things that I found that are really odd in the Cars universe. I guarantee there's more.